Bitcoin just hit a brand new high for 2026, and I know exactly what you're thinking. Is it time to cash out and walk away? Well, the short answer, absolutely not. While the retail crowd is scrambling to take profits, top Wall Street strategists just issued a massive update. This rally isn't just a spike, it might just have legs. In fact, the data behind this move suggests that selling now, you might just be making the biggest mistake of this entire cycle. Today we're going to be breaking down the explosive headline report, why companies like MicroStrategy are still doubling down at these prices, and the 3 specific reasons why the real moon mission is only just beginning. If you want to protect your gains and catch the actual top or somewhere close, do not move a single Satoshi until you watch this entire video. Let's dive in. Let's go. So let's dig into the headlines then. We have this article here: long-term Bitcoin holders slow profit taking at these prices. Tap key sell zones. So Bitcoin has returned to a price range where repeated profit taking by long-term holders capped rallies last year, though those wallets are now selling more slowly than in 2025. I did mention this just the other day with some of our investors, right? I mentioned the fact that, you know, there's going to be a lot of people that have a lot of regret, a lot of people that sell now and regret it later, and I'm expecting one of the biggest bull runs in crypto history. Obviously, take what I say with a pinch of salt. I'm not a financial advisor. Treat this purely as entertainment purposes only. Do your own research. Never invest more than you're willing to lose, because you do risk losing all of your money if you invest in cryptocurrency. Nothing in crypto is guaranteed. So look, this article is saying that there is, you know, still selling, but it is at a much lower and slower rate. Bitcoin has returned to, you know, the price zone that previously blocked gains by long-term holders, you know, taking profits, and they're doing this more slowly than 2025. Long-term holders have reduced their weekly profit taking from over 100,000 BTC to just 12,800 BTC, easing the brakes on the price rally. So look, I mentioned the shock in supply that is happening, the fact that, you know, institutions are buying Bitcoin, BTC faster than the rate that it's being produced and mined. So this is going to have a big, you know, dynamic impact on price, and ultimately we've already covered in yesterday's videos some of those price predictions. So we've got Bitcoin news. Bitcoin open interest drops 30% from October peak. Deleveraging may set a stage for a bullish recovery. Again, the data isn't lying. We look at the data. Do check out the Cheeky Crypto free educational Discord, link in the description of the video, where we talk about on-chain data. We look at the real data beneath the headlines and the stories. Stop missing out. Make yourself part of the conversation. Have more meaningful conversations with us and our community. So again, just really interesting stuff. We've got Bitcoin at risk of dropping under $96,000 as US-Iran pressure risk assets. So this is all to do with the potential, you know, conflict between the US and Iran. Total crypto market value jumped towards $3.25 trillion before gains cooled, with Bitcoin steady above $96,000 and mixed performance across, you know, major altcoins. So Bitcoin maintained its position above $96,000 at the time of writing this article after a significant rally, despite caution, you know, in turn of the broader financial markets. Again, nearly increased 5% total market cap for crypto globally, which was really big. Traders are, you know, monitoring whether Bitcoin can sustain its level above $95,000 amid mixed performance from other major cryptos. So again, just really interesting stuff. We do have to be cautious, but it is really interesting, and we'll come on to what the experts are saying in a moment. So Bitcoin price prediction 2026 to 2030, if I can get my words out. Can BTC rally to $105,000 in January this month, 2026? I mean, look, it can do it. Like, nothing's impossible. But, key takeaways, obviously, we're at the 96,000 at the time of recording this video. We need to maintain, levels above $91,000, although there are tensions between Trump, Jerome Powell, and obviously the stuff going on around the world with Iran and the US. So, again, just really interesting stuff. The prediction, obviously, $105,000 being talked about for January 2026. But the future outlook is, new targets emerging of between $120,000 per BTC and 150,000 Bitcoin by 2030. And look, the question I guess I ask is, are these, targets like the new floor, or are these like the absolute peaks that people are forecasting? What's your forecast? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think $150,000 is going to become the new floor in the future? Or do you think that that is the absolute pinnacle of where we can go with all the supply shortages that are being anticipated? Interested to get your views and opinions. And we got this article, and I found this one really interesting, right? And obviously is what this video is about, right? We got Bitcoin is on the rise again. Why some experts think this might last for some time. Stable inflation and movement in the crypto legislation has helped boost digital asset prices, according to the experts. Shares of crypto-linked stocks, including Coinbase and Strategy, are echoing Bitcoin's recent price gains. So again, just really interesting stuff. Bitcoin's lackluster performance last year had some digital asset investors on edge. Some crypto watchers think the last price action could renew interest in cryptocurrency. Again, just really interesting stuff. So, the regulatory frameworks that are, out there are, playing a big role in what people think is going to be happening when it comes to, Bitcoin and Bitcoin's price. So all really interesting stuff, and stuff that we need to be, really considering and thinking about when it comes to Bitcoin. So look, just really interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. And then we got TD Cohen cuts Strategy's price target to $440, cites lower Bitcoin yield outlook as the main reason. Now, I think that this is actually fundamentally inaccurate, and again, I think it goes to show the lack of interest in what's actually happening in the broader crypto market. For example, I have been on record saying that actually I think there's a lot of trapped liquidity in Bitcoin, and that aligns to what that headline is saying there and what experts are hinting at, that there's a lower ability to generate funds from that trapped liquidity. However, there is some real big moves happening from the likes of Cardano, the likes of Midnight, that could access and make some of that dormant liquidity more accessible and give more yield opportunities. So I do think that, on the face of it, if you just solely look at Bitcoin and you don't look at the broader crypto market, then, you could kind of align to perhaps weakening Bitcoin yield. However, I do think that over the next 12 months, we're actually going to see stronger yield opportunities for Bitcoin holders. So again, it's going to be really interesting. Nobody has a crystal ball. Like, nobody knows whether, they're right or they're wrong. And ultimately, it's all an educated finger in the air job, right? Everybody's got an opinion. It doesn't mean that, one person's opinion is right over another. And that's the beauty of checking out the free educational Discord. Do check it out. We have cheekyschool.com as well, free educational courses on like what Bitcoin is, how it works. Same with blockchain, so you get a broader understanding of the importance of oracles and privacy, compliant privacy, and much more. So do check out the free courses. You can also do an Elliott Wave theory course and learn how to trade like a pro. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.